This one I want to get into. This one's dope. Now, it says, like, and listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is not our opinion. This is something
This
we're
is
just
not the opinion of D&D
level up
Level Up
podcast.
Podcast LLC.
See? Men should not date. Do not include me, but I'm going to talk about.
Should
First,
never take on a date.
Yeah, it says never take on a
These
date.
boys, they went
Single
in.
mothers.
Single mothers. They already fired shots fired.
Shot fire already.
Shot fired.
Shot fire
already, man.
Single
That
mothers.
Right there, like.
So, you want to play the devil's advocate on this, or you want me to play the angel and you play the devil?
Play the role. I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever role.
Okay, so give me a reason why men should not date single mothers.
Some single mothers, some guys just not ready to deal with the kids.
Okay, and that makes sense because sometimes you might like. The interesting thing is you might like the individual.
You might love that lady,
but you can't stand their children.
You can't stand her children.
Exactly.
And the reason why you can't stand, and the problem is that you're just not ready.
Yeah, you're not ready.
Like,
you're not prepared.
To be able to love whatever comes with that person.
Yeah, exactly.
Decided.
Yes.
To love.
Yes.
Now, if we just talking about dating.
Yeah.
Why not date? Why not date a woman with kids?
Yeah.
I don't see.
So if you're single,
why you wouldn't date?
Why you wouldn't date? Okay, it's because I'm not.
I don't have to date.
So you give
now pick marry.
Yeah,
it's a different story.
Okay,
but just date. You just going on a date.
Okay, so you're playing the devil's advocate. I'm on the other side. so listen. So I think that what happens is it depends on the type of individual, right? And then, like you said before, you have to know what your expectations are. Right. Like if you don't have any children, or you already had children, and you have to understand that this person comes in a package deal. Right. So you're going to have to take on that individual if that's what you want. And if that's like you said before, if you're prepared for that.
If you're prepared for that.
So what would you say is the reason for not doing, like you said before, another reason for not doing
Another reason for not?
Yes. There's other ones. You got baby daddies in there.
She's tied to other obligations.
Yeah.
Besides you.
Yeah, that's true. And then also depends on if they see the child above. That's the one thing I always think about relationships is that, like, at a certain point, you have, that woman brings that child and she has dominion over that child based on the child's acting a certain way. Now you have to be able to, as a man, come in there and be able to say, well, do I have the authority to be able to discipline this child? You know what I'm saying? Because then there could be another father outside of this and be like, no, you can't discipline my child. It's my child.
No, we're just talking about dating.
Okay, so we're just talking about dating. Okay, we're going too deep. I didn't want to go that deep.
You're going into marriage. We'll talk about
that's another podcast.
Marriage, that's a whole other podcast.
Another podcast. Okay, let's keep going.
Marrying somebody in this situation is a whole other situation.
Okay.
But dating,
she's
gonna be tied. She's not gonna be yours for the night.
I got you.
She's gonna be
the child.
Taekwon.
Yeah.
Anytime that they call.
Correct. Makes sense. They take precedence.
She's on high alert the entire time.
Yeah.
She's either on high alert or she's out to lunch. You get what I'm saying? Or she'd have to be to disconnect herself from the kids sitting at home.
Correct.
And she's just sitting in front of you having a good time.
Yeah, that's true because you don't want her to not take her responsibility seriously.
You don't want her to not take her responsibility seriously.
Correct.
But in order for her to come out with shoes, she has to make other things happen. Correct. Now, she spent all day trying to make that happen. Then when she gets to you, she's not
fully there.
Fully there. She can't be.
Yeah.
That's just to be real. She can't be fully there because her kids are at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's on high alert. Or like I said, or the other half of it is she doesn't care about those kids.
And that's the worst part.
And she's out with you having oysters
and oysters and lobsters.
And telling you can't come, you can't take her to Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. But her kids are at home waiting on her plate that you're gonna order.
Yeah.
Because now you're responsible. Some chicks make people responsible. That's what I don't like that. Right. Don't try to make a guy that you're dating.
Yeah, responsible.
Or you just started dating, your first date.
Yeah.
Responsible for feeding your kids.
That's a whole nother lesson, baby.
So at first, I'm like a date, like a first date. I'm not responsible for your children. That goes to a whole nother way.
That goes on another part. That's why I didn't say anything. You see, I didn't say anything.
Single mothers?
I didn't say anything about that.
List, man.
Let's keep going. So women with tattoos, brother. Women with tattoos.
Now, this is.
Now it depends. Now let me ask you, because I want you to play devil's advocate here.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play the dark side.
You're playing the dark side. So
right, cool.
I'm not playing even any side. I'm just giving you.
I don't care.
I'm giving either way. So I'm giving you I'm staying in the safe zone because you married already.
Right.
He's married.
You in the safest zone ever. What are you talking about?
It's true.
Fire every day.
I'm talking about out here.
Oh, hey, whatever. Hey, bro.
That's true. You're right. You're right. Let them know. Let them
stand.
Exactly.
Stand on the
Exactly. You're right.
You're okay.
Exactly.
Let that be. They're
That's
not
true.
the only ones here.
That's true. You're right.
If you don't like what he said, cool. You're not for TTMT. You're not for Dirk. If you don't like what he has to say here.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the encouragement.
You're not for him. Period.
Exactly. Moving on. So, women with tattoos.
Women with tattoos.
Why or not?
Why? Okay. The devil side of it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's unclean.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, why would you put that on your body?
Yeah.
Like just playing this side of it, like.
Yeah. I personally, I don't like tattoos.
You don't like tattoos?
I don't.
Like on women or like for yourself personally?
I don't like it on myself. I don't like to see it on women. I just don't. The reason why I feel like women are beautiful, and you can have tattoos, you do whatever you want. That's up to you. I personally don't like it because I feel like it takes away from their beauty. Because it's like something that I know, like, when you see somebody who's older and they have tattoos, it just looks terrible. Like, it just doesn't look good. It's like, it's gonna all crumply. Like the tattoo is not. It's not made out well. And then usually the people that they put on themselves that they were in a relationship with, they never end up being with those people.
Get into what those.
They never end up being.
Are.
Exactly.
Now we get into what those tattoos. Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Dating. Now I'm still dating. I'm like, find out who the person is.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's the ultimate.
Want those no more.
That's what I'm saying. Also, that's also comes to another factor. Like that's just my personal preference, but I wouldn't say that that's like a defining factor. You wouldn't be able to date anybody because they had tattoos, because it's what's all the inside that matters. It's not, what's going on the outside. But that's just my preference. I just don't like seeing them because I think it takes away from beauty. That's just personally. I don't like to see it. But anyways.
Right. Women who dress like this in public, who dress like this.
Like what, revealing in public?
Oh, I guess, I don't know. I didn't see the picture.
So it says.
I guess they don't have a picture for it.
Yeah, it says women who dress like this in public, which they have no picture for.
We'll skip that one.
We'll skip that one.
Sex workers.
Sex workers, OnlyFans.
Sex workers.
OnlyFans girls. And it says mattress or something like that. I don't know what that means.
Devil's advocate here.
Okay, devil's advocate.
You two available for everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Would you date a woman, like, men, would you date a woman who's on OnlyFans, who's pretty much taking her clothes off for every other man to see her?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want you to myself.
Correct.
I don't want to share.
I want to share with you nobody.
Ask me to.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If I'm ready to share, then I'm ready to share. Then you're that type of person.
Yeah.
But like, nah.
No. Most men don't want to see that, and this is the thing is I can understand women like, okay, we're in there, they're independent. We're in the independent spirit, or this feminine spirit, which is basically like, I want to do what I want to do. It's my body. I can do whatever I want to do. True, you can, but then you have to understand that most men's preferences, they don't want to share you with every other man. And they don't want every other man to have an advance over them. So, like, if you're sharing everything to everybody else, then what is special to me? You know what I'm saying? So then if everybody can say, well, I can just go to your girl online. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I seen everything your girl got. You know what I'm saying? So there's no secrecy or intimacy in that.
The problem I see with this though is like it's gonna change. It's what I don't think a lot of women understand. This is gonna change what guys find valuable. Yeah,
value based on how you see yourself. Yeah.
Like this is gonna change what your son
and
and your daughter find valuable about themselves.
True.
Like, and this is new territory. Like, because before it was like, you know, if you had a woman, only you knew what was going on with that woman.
Exactly.
And just like we were talking about last podcast, when you shared bodily fluids with somebody, it stays with you. Like, you believe it or not, it stays with you. This is where people start talking about soul ties and this, that, and the other. That DNA stays with you. It is with you. Like,
it's in your body.
No, that's it's scientific. This is not this is not a guess. It stays with you for a long time. So what you got to do is you got to make sure that you get with somebody who hasn't shared themselves with a million other people.
Yeah.
You're wondering why you got things going on in your head that you never said, never came up with.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying, a couple weeks ago you dated this woman, you got into it with her.
Yeah.
And now you got 4 or 5 different other people floating around in your head yelling out different thoughts, and you don't know why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your spirit.
Because you done fed your spirit with all of the other spirits with this woman that's been around and everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm really trying to see, like, what people are going to find bad about IG pages.
Come on, Tim.
Right, women on IG pages, right?
Tim, what you think about that, man? Women on IG pages, bro.
Taking on a
women
date.
Taking on a date. It says what it says, a group of men made up a list of women you should not date. Women who have an IG page. Because not every woman who has an IG page is saying something negative all the time, right?
It's not even the saying.
It's the revealing of things.
Well, we know what we mean. We know what they mean when they say women on IG pages.
They're not talking about general people. They're talking about people using their bodies for a certain amount of things. So IG model. Let's define it. IG models. So what's your take on that? Would you date an IG model?
Absolutely not.
See, you would not date an IG model, ladies. Would you date an IG model? If you were not married.
I'm not answering that question.
Oh, he's not going to answer that question. Okay. No comment. No comment. That's a smart answer. He's just no comment.
I gotta play my cards, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Right. You got to play with his.
You got women with non-ear piercings.
Non-ear piercings? Non-ear piercings. Like, okay, so nose. So that means alternative. Would you date a girl who has like a nose ring?
I think you already have.
Oh, you have? Okay, so Tim has no problem with women nose rings. So like nose rings, okay, or
piercings are not an issue.
So would you date a woman who has like one of those piercings in her tongue?
I was married to one.
Okay, so Tim was married to a woman who had a piercing in his tongue, so that obviously is not a problem for him. Her tongue, sorry, and not his tongue. Sorry, I apologize. So piercings never nowhere, because you have piercings other places, right? Yeah. There's places, there's other places besides up and down. There's other places people have piercings, though. So you fine with that?
I'm okay with it.
Okay. I don't know. I have no comment about that.
I'm okay with it.
No comment.
It's
no comment. No comment.
All right.
Okay, keep
women
going.
with purple hair or any other unnatural color.
Like green hair, purple hair, or red. I mean, red is not that bad, right?
What do you mean that bad? Any other color, but the color you came with is different.
It's different. I mean,
I'm not saying it's bad.
I know some women who are like really stand-up women who have different hairstyles, including my daughter. She has.
You know what I'm saying?
She tries stuff. She has
like
blue hair.
Most women that don't try these different colors are scared to do.
That's true. You got to
They're
think.
Very fearful.
That they're very fearful. So you got to think about it like a person.
You want that type of person.
That's what I'm saying. You also got to think about a type of person who does that. Mm-hmm. They are a little bit more bold. They don't care about what other people think.
I don't know. I can't say that entirely.
Okay. What do you think, Tim?
The people who do it more often are very bold.
Yes, they are bold.
They're a different type of woman.
So let me ask you this question. Now, this is something that's going to hit hard. Okay. So what do you think about black women who wear blonde hair?
I love it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Me personally, my wife puts on all the wigs. You hear what I'm saying? She will put on all the colors.
Yeah.
And I love me personally. She come home with some red hair, satin, some purple.
That's different. You got a whole new woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got a whole new woman. That's for you. It worked for you.
On a first date.
Yeah.
It's tough. Depends on who she is.
I'm just talking about in general. If you're talking about blackness.
Oh, you talking about black women with that?
Yeah, black women with blonde hair. Does it bother you or does it bother you?
No, because it doesn't. Because they'll have black hair and it'll still be the same texture.
True.
As the blonde hair. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just asking.
No. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, because we've opted out of having. Now, if it was nappy and blonde.
Yeah. I mean, it could be done. It could be done.
Nappy and blonde.
I mean, it could be. How nappy though? Short nappy or
like
afro?
Ice Spice.
Okay. So you don't like it?
I don't like that.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. I don't like the big afro.
You don't like the orange afro?
The orange afro, is it orange or is it blonde? I thought
it's
it was
orange.
Blonde.
She's changed it several times, isn't she? I think it's orange.
I don't know. I don't follow it often, but that's the only person of relevance I could think about that has a nappy fro.
Really?
They have like a fro.
Fro, yeah.
But it's still like.
She looks better to me with longer hair.
Texture of our hair.
Yeah.
But if we really get down to it, we don't have a lot. I'm speaking for all three of us. We don't have a whole lot of examples of people who just wear their natural hair.
That is true, and most women don't, right? So that makes a lot of sense. Now that's a whole nother podcast.
Why we don't?
Yeah.
Why we don't see that is a whole nother situation.
That's a whole nother situation. Okay, let's moving on.
All
right.
Women with who is this? What is this? Hue friends? You know what that means, sir?
It says HEA. You know what that? Because it sounds like what they're saying is like the tool, hoe friends.
Oh.
Hoe friends. Friends with hoes.
Now, see, you don't do that. Nope.
So if you're would you date if your wife was, or not your wife, but the girl that you were dating, she's around girls who are, I'm not calling women hoes. I'm just saying what they said in the podcast.
They're doing whole activities.
Whole activities.
Whole tendencies.
Whole tendencies.
Hoes is their friends. Hoes is their enemies.
We're from Miami.
That's ludicrous right there.
Exactly. They got they got these type of individuals, what they call like hoes.
Hey man, call it what it is.
Hoes.
Let's call it what it is on the list. Okay. This is not vernacular that we use every day.
Exactly. We don't use this vernacular.
Ludicrous.
Yeah, exactly.
That wasn't me.
Yeah. So
it's like we said in the other podcast. Like, depending on who you're around is who you are.
Yes,
so
correct.
if you like that, if your plan is to run through the entire team, you get a friend, you get a girl with a whole friend.
We'll say, so we're going to define this for you guys. If you know, it's women who have loose character. Okay? Loose character.
They know what this is. They know what hoes are.
Okay.
They know we ain't talking about garden tools.
We're not talking about garden tools.
If you don't know what that is,
well, they ain't talking about
garden tools. You can write there in the comments, ask us the question what a hoe is, and we'll tell you, okay? All right.
Oh,
models who market to men.
Models who market to men, yeah. But I mean, how many models don't market to men? All models market to men, don't they?
I don't know.
They do.
We gotta be careful with the all stuff, man.
Don't they?
We're journalists right now.
That's true. We're journalists.
Throwing everybody into all.
That is true. But then if you're a model, you market to, well, you know, it's not true. You're right. It's not true, because they also want to market to women because they want to model the clothes that they want to purchase, right?
Right.
So they do model. They market.
It depends on who you working for.
But
basically,
what are they talking about in terms of models? Because
on this list,
yeah.
On this, what they mean is some
that's what I'm
women
saying.
that actually just.
Because there's women like IG models that, like, you can go on their account and they'll let you advertise, but they market to men.
I guess that's why it's in parentheses.
Yeah.
It says models.
Exactly. They're not really models.
So we're getting back to
the IG
back to the sex workers thing.
That's what I'm saying.
We're getting back to that.
To market to men for their
So you're saying you're not gonna date nobody who got, a little OnlyFans for feet? You won't date her? What if it's just the feet?
What is just a feet?
What if it's just feet?
I'm not gonna date a woman who's on OnlyFans. Period.
What if she doesn't talk any of it? She just.
I mean, you could.
And she makes 4 figures, 5 figures a month.
Did you see?
She makes 5 figures a month, Dirk. I'm giving you the avatar right now.
No, I'm not
light skin, red bone. How you like them tall with the eye and the eye.
I'm just saying.
She makes 5 figures on just feet pictures.
I'm saying no.
No?
No, because I don't know her. She doesn't exist. She don't exist in my circles. She don't run in my circles.
Okay.
She don't run in my circles. I don't know if I would run in the circles that she would.
Women who travel regularly.
No, because no. Cause it doesn't make sense. Like how it's almost like like would you date a stewardess? Would you, Tim? They are never home. Never. That's why they're always trying to get in a relationship. They never can get a stable relationship. They're always gone all the time.
I hear that sometimes, but then I know people who have spouses that work in California.
Yeah,
and they live here.
It works for them because they probably want to be by themselves. I guess who it works for. But if you want to have a consistent relationship and your partner's always traveling, how are you going to get an opportunity to learn who they are? You can't, because they're always going. And there's I'm not saying this is a stereotype, but people who are traveling all the time, they're notorious for seeing other people all the time. So the potential for like adultery and cheating is always there. Because now you're gone. Guess what? She ain't gonna be here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Or guess what? I'm out of town in Paris. I might be able to take this drink with this guy tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I see how you can flip that.
You see that?
You can flip that back on yourself too. Like, she's gone.
Exactly.
I can act up now.
Exactly.
Like, no.
I'm gonna get good when she gets back, and then I'm gonna be bad, and then I'm gonna be bad when she's gone. And vice versa. She'd be like, "Well, I'm gone. He ain't gonna know."
Women who drink liquor regularly.
To be honest with you, are this person alcoholic, or they just drink socially?
See, socially is socially, but how much social are you doing? If you're socially every week, that's regular.
That's like alcoholic.
That's like
You're alcoholic, basically.
If you're like every other day drinking, like that's what you do.
You alcoholic.
If it's your crush, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good off of that.
Because liquor costs money.
Yeah, liquor costs money. Yeah, it costs money.
And nobody wants the cheap stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nobody wants
women with weak absentee
fathers. So, I mean, to be honest with you, okay, listen, would you date a girl if her father, if the father's not around? If the father's not around?
He said no.
Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so like now she has a kid, right? And you are, there's good aspects and bad aspects to that. You know why? Because no man wants the other man around. Anyways, to be honest with you, if he was like in jail or not around and he has any influence on, it's different when the guy comes to your house. He's like, hey man, I need to go pick up my daughter. He's giving you issues. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're going the wrong direction.
We're going the wrong direction? Okay, let's
talk about women who don't have father figures.
Oh, no, that's a different story. So if women don't have...
The women of your day don't have a dad.
Oh, no. That's a tough situation.
We got so many women out here
that
could be married. I mean, even if we had all the dudes married women, there'd still be women who
but
wouldn't be married.
Yeah.
But it's
you know what the thing is?
That even made the list.
Yeah.
That makes the list super short.
Super short. You know what the problem is? I think the problem is that I always notice that women who happen to not have their fathers in their life, they tend to be a little bit different than women who do. You know what I'm saying? Their nature of the relationship of how they see men is very different. It's majority in my experience, majority of the time, women who have a good relationship with their father usually tend to end up being pretty good partners with the men that they're with. Usually because of the way that they see men, because that's their first example of what a man is. Now, if you don't have a father and you have a father and you don't like your father, I think it tends to shape
Let's say you did a
mindset.
Deep dive on the person you're getting ready to date, first date.
Yeah.
And you found out her father's not around. Do you date her that day?
We have to see what that type of individual. Yeah, I wouldn't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Okay, so the first date is cool.
Cool, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think it's cool. What do you think?
You
would not date at all? Really? If they had no father?
The man said no.
He said no. Okay, I was just trying to clarify. Tim said no. He said
hooking up is a different story.
Hooking up is a different story, I guess.
Dating?
Oh, wow. Okay, Tim, you got standards, sir.
What woman is not living alone before they meet you? Like, what are they living with? Their parents?
I mean, to be honest with you, you should want them to live alone, but how long have they been living alone?
Women who have lived alone for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Why are they living alone for a long time? You know what I'm saying? That is the purpose. I mean, it depends on what the situation is. Now, do you want to date a woman who's already just had a past relationship for 5 years and live with a guy but then they get married? Is that a problem?
That's a tough one.
You know what I'm saying? Guys, can you answer that question in the comments?
One more time. Ask that question again.
So, Would you date a woman who's lived together with another man for 5 years? Now she's single. All right? Would you date that woman? It's not a trick question. Would you date that woman? Is it because you think that she has baggage? Why would you not date that woman? Guys, would you date a woman who was living with somebody else for 5 years and now they're not together? They didn't get married. They just were living together. Now she's free and she's living by herself. Would you date that woman now?
If I got the choice now, nah, I'm good.
Why is
There's
that?
a lot of reasons not to do this. It's a headache.
You think so? Why?
It's a headache.
Maybe
you're already from to take on responsibilities, right? And it's like when somebody stayed with somebody a long time, they've learned that person.
Correct.
So they don't know you.
True.
Right? So they'll apply things that they did
within that relationship, to yours. Maybe not.
It's a habit.
It's a habit. You think it's already ingrained in them?
It's already ingrained in them.
But you know, but then think about it, like, what about the longevity? So if they've been in that for a long time. But the only problem is like this: if you've been in a relationship for a long time, I've known some women who've been in a relationship for 7 years and didn't get married to that person, and they were like wasted 7 years. 7 years just gone.
I mean, it ain't
you know what I'm saying?
You chose to be there.
That's true. You chose to be there.
Being indecisive. You stayed with somebody that was indecisive.
That is true.
On what they wanted to do with your life.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. It's like people waiting around. They're waiting around for people who are indecisive. Like you know if you're indecisive. Now,
true.
If you know you're not wife material.
Yeah.
And you know you're not, you know what I'm saying? You know you don't date well.
You're
mean to the guy.
You're mean.
With.
You can't be mean. You can't be mean. Maybe the person was mean, right? Because people underestimate like being kind in a relationship. Like being kind is like it's not even normal nowadays. Like that's the simplest thing. Like in a relationship, I'm like, wow, because you're just mean. You're just a mean person. You're cold. You're mean, and you expect people to want to be in a relationship with you. It doesn't matter if you're mean. And some people are. I mean, you know, there's some bad people out there who are mean.
You can be real mean.
You can be fine and mean.
Being with somebody 5 years, you had to cut it off.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now you're like,
yeah.
Everything's like a hard stop on everything. So, I mean, you gotta give us some time to simmer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gotta give us some time to cook, man.
Okay.
Because like being next to somebody for that long and then having to unattach yourself, the next person is gonna get it.
Yeah, that's true.
They're either gonna get the best. You know what I'm saying, of that woman's life.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna get
the worst
right after it, which is the worst.
The worst.
The worst time to jump.
Yeah, exactly.
Women with the party voice.
I think party voice is women who are like have high pitched voices, who are like really like to party a lot. Do you date party girls? Because there's party girls. Like they're going out every night, or they're going with their girl. Oh, this is another question. Do you date, like with the whole party thing? Do you think it's acceptable in a relationship for women to go out on vacations with other girls and guys to go on vacations with guys, like a group thing, like a girls vacation out or girls night out or guys night out? Do you think those are acceptable or no?
Within certain
certain limits.
There's limits, right?
So is it the vacation or the girls night out? Is girls night out? Is that okay?
Which one?
Let's do girls night out. Is that cool?
Girls night out with single ladies?
Yeah.
No.
No. What you think? Tim has no problem with single ladies. Like your girl's single. She's going out with other single girls.
Single. She's with him.
That's true. She's with you.
She's not single.
She's not you. Yeah, exactly.
Stop.
So
she is single till you married her. So.
Yeah, to you exactly. So technically she's single.
Technically.
So you were cool with her going out with other single ladies. No problem with that.
I would have to trust her. She would also have to trust me when I go out with fellas.
So you want to go out with the fellas too on a boys' night out.
Trust.
So okay, so let's go to let's take it to the next level. So girls' vacation, like a girls' outing, like going on a trip to Bahamas.
Go.
Is that cool? Huh?
I'm cool. Go.
Tim says it's not cool. Tim says it's not cool. Tim says it's not cool. I'm just not anything far.
It's
or California.
It's just another destination.
Any destination, period, Tim.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. If you got a hoe, you got a hoe.
That's true. You got one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. You may not know it yet.
Yeah, you might discover on the way
know
back.
You might discover it on your way back.
Yeah.
And if you done something wrong,
yeah,
and you know you done something wrong,
yeah,
and you still interacting with this woman,
yeah,
she gonna pick up on that.
yeah, that's true.
That energy is gonna come back in some type of way. You might not be able to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She might be talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? She might entertain
Yeah.
other people a little bit more.
Yeah, then she
normally
would. Would, yeah.
Right?
You don't use the word should here.
Especially if you're that type of guy that steps out.
Yeah.
Like don't think that energy is just staying with you.
Exactly.
The step out energy moves between you and your partner. Be careful now.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Be careful now.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
You gotta watch yourself.
What is this? Women on dating apps. I mean, that's how people get down.
That's how people get down. I mean, that's normal.
You say no.
No. You and
dating apps.
Yeah.
That's how you meet people.
Exactly. So that doesn't make any sense.
The world's big, man. Women who have
been on Fresh and Fit. Probably not. Probably not.
Oh my God.
Usually the women on Fresh and Fit.
Because of the people that they pick.
They're picking. I mean, they don't pick everyone is not good.
They're
not bad.
Horrible examples.
You know what it is? I'll give you an example. There's some women so they can get shows. So there's some women on. You ever watch Fresh and Fit? So Fresh and Fit is a podcast in the great state of Florida, in Miami. One of our sister podcasts. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. So that podcast normally has like these guys like they basically they kind of, it's like mostly male empowerment, right? So they always have like a whole host of women. They talk about male issues and they want to deal with, a woman's opinion on these male issues, and they go back and forth and rebuttal. Majority of the time they find you have women from like Miami and all of these kind of like go-getter type of individuals who are like always have a negative aspect about what men are doing, and they always counteract it. But they do sometimes have women who actually like advocates for men, but majority, 90% of them are all women advocates,
right,
or feminists. So they always go back and forth. I personally, it depends on the person. I mean, if I said the 90% that go in, no, I wouldn't even talk to anybody who was from certain places just based on that geographic area that we just talked about. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're from that area.
Just from your area.
I don't want to deal with you because you're from that area. I know what goes on.
You know what I'm saying? Because every person I deal with from that area is always a problem. Always a problem. I have never dealt with anybody from that area has not been a problem. Never. I don't care how sweet they seem in the beginning. They've always been a problem. Always. Just like people have I'm not going to talk about other states, but I know there's another state that's, out there in the West where they film all the movies. And every person I've met from out there has been a problem. That's just reality. For me, I don't know about anybody else, but that's just me.
What about women with lists?
With lists? Oh my gosh, bro, this is the worst thing. So when you go look at these dating apps, these women have like 10 lists. Okay, you can't live with you can't have a roommate. You gotta have your own job. You have to have your own car. You have your own apartment. You gotta get, some of these things are practical. I understand, right? But some things are like if you're telling me all this and I haven't even met you yet, why would I want to be with you?
Don't, and that's the best part about it. Show me somebody with a list so I know where not to go.
Exactly.
I know not to go your way.
Exactly.
Because your list is going to, somewhere down the line, your list is going to negate me.
Exactly. Somewhere down the line. Yeah.
Somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
So I get to go, already, I get to go, no.
Exactly.
Next.
Exactly. And it's a good thing.
People.
There's more people. So why would it's almost like you create this list and maybe they meet, and the funny thing when I was looking at, it's funny we looked at this because I saw somebody with a list, right? And I said, everybody that's on this list doesn't want you.
This is true.
The person who has all these qualities that you're looking for, they don't want you.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's okay. Bro.
It's okay.
I don't like letting myself get all I don't like getting myself all riled up by people with lists. Yeah. I'm like, man, even before I'm like, look, oh, that's cool. You don't want, that means you don't want me. Right, cool.
yeah, exactly.
I'm definitely into people who want me.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, moving on.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right,
yes.
Move on. It'll pass you on your list. Go.
Exactly.
Hope you find what you're looking for.
Exactly.
Like women who have been engaged.
Would you date a woman who's been engaged, Tim? No.
It's a hard pass.
It's hard pass. You know why? You know what it is? Why didn't they want you? That's the problem. Why did they not want you? But it could be, maybe it's them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a bad thing. I personally don't think you should judge anybody by, judge a book by its cover. But it does look a little suspect though, because like, why does the man not want you? If he was to engage you to get married,
I don't know. We got a lot of sorry specimen out here.
It could be. He could have been playing around. He wasn't serious. He just
made him. You made him.
Or you forced him
to engage with you.
Exactly. He was like, if you don't, you gave him an ultimatum. What do you say, Tim? Yeah, because some people do. No, some people give ultimatum. It's so weird because you know who got an ultimatum? Steve Harvey said his wife. Who is he with his wife anymore?
Which one? Yeah.
Is he still with her?
They never separated.
They never separated. Okay. She gave him an ultimatum though. He says like, if you don't want to get married, I'm out of here. Like at a certain point, if you're not serious. And he was like, okay, I had to marry this woman.
Like if you're not serious, that's another story.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you like just one of them dudes that's playing around, man. You like like some of these ladies, they I had to start thinking about it this way. Like ladies are on a clock.
Yeah, exactly. They have a time clock.
They're on the clock. They're on the clock to have kids. They're already telling them right. You can start having kids. They can start having kids 11, 12 years old. But now you're telling them, okay, wait till 18.
Yeah.
You wasted 6 years, 4 or 5 years of childbearing time.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you tell them, oh, you're going to go to college. Now you're 22.
Yeah.
You ain't had no kid. You know what I'm saying? That's 4 more years on top of those 6?
Yeah.
That's 10 years of childbearing time.
Yeah.
Now you want to have a good time with your friends until you're 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another 8 years on top of that.
Yeah.
Now you're 5 years from being into a period of geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah. Dangerous territory.
Dangerous territory to have kids.
Above 35 is like dangerous.
Like like you're at that point. And then you're like, then people, then we look at it and be like, yo, why you rushing? I'm like,
why you rushing?
But let me, what I'm saying? This further enforces like my thoughts to be like, yo, if you're dating, date somebody younger.
Yeah.
Date somebody with some time.
Yeah.
This is why some guys date women younger. It's because they got time.
Yeah.
If you date somebody your own age, unless you're at the same age of being young, you got to think about when they need to have kids.
Yeah, that's true. If you want to have kids properly and do it properly, so you don't have problems.
Right.
Yeah, because
so
you have complications later.
Younger, if a guy gets somebody younger, they got time.
Yeah.
They got time, and they got the best years
opportunity,
fertility, best opportunity for good
fertility,
solid kids.
Yeah.
Just remember that. That's just what that is. So in that situation, I'm like, yo.
Yeah. I feel you.
Well, it's engaged.
So
you want to be engaged and you want to be married so you can have the kids. But a lot of people having the kids earlier than when they get engaged, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Divorcees. No, I don't have a problem with divorcees. Everything has its baggage, right?
Right.
So anytime you have someone who's been divorced, I've been divorced. So, you have to, whatever goes along with that, you've got to be able to accept all those things. Right. So, and majority of the time, we've seen like, you said 50% of first marriages fail, 70%. I think it's gone up actually to like 60% for first-time marriages, 70% for second-time marriages fail. So in that fact, the second time around is going to be even just as much as a crapshoot as just the first time. So, but you're going to have to take a chance regardless. But, there's one thing. I remember Ben the Barber. Shout out to you, Ben the Barber. He had a little IG comment, which I thought was very deep. Is that, a lot of times when we talk about picking people, right? I'm using that everywhere. Because I was talking to somebody and they told me, oh, my girlfriend, man, kicked me out and did all this type of stuff. I was like, you picking the wrong people. Your picker's off.
Your picker's off.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I realized and he was talking about, he was like, don't pick people that pick people that pick you.
Right.
Stop picking other people who you want but don't want you. Because a lot of times we're always picking people based on what we want, and those people don't really want you like you want them.
You know
what I'm saying? So pick people, and it's very rare that you have a situation where you are going to be in a bad situation where somebody wants you already. They're going to be more willing, more affable. They're going to be a little bit more pliable. They're going to be a lot more concerning, more compassionate, because they're picking you. And a lot of times we're like picking people who don't really want us. They just want what we can give to them and not us in effect. Because it's almost like you have individuals where you don't see them holistically. You want to change things about them. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be with people you want to change things about.
Really should.
You know what I'm saying?
That brings us down to the end of our list, though.
Okay.
We're getting there. We're on 20. And
let's go. Let's go.
American Black women.
Woo! So, Tim, let me go and bring this to you.
Who made this list?
That's
another black woman.
Probably was. So a list of women you should not date. American Black women. That's a tough one, because, and I'm not saying that because of a negative, because I love all black women. This is what you're talking about, because there's other black women out there. They don't have to be American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, when we talk about the American Black woman, we talking about the South, because to me it's also demographic. Because I feel like women who are from the South are a different version of women from the North, from the East, and the West. American Black women.
Okay.
So you can have in geographical places. You're gonna have, like, if you go to Atlanta, you're gonna have a different woman than from Miami, or from California, or from Chicago. They all have different mental states or different cultural kind of differences.
Right.
Some are going to be more, to me, some, depending on where they're at, they're going to be a lot more of a, like, this go-getter, can all I can get all I can out of you type of mentality. Other ones are like, they want to feed their man. They want to be able to be this person for their man.
Right.
Other women like, I want to get this man and get what I could get out of him. So there's two versions. But in essence, what do you think, Tim? Your personal experience, yes.
Some of the women that are truly from Georgia, born and raised, they treat you a little different.
So Tim is saying
it's a little better,
the hospitality, Southern hospitality.
Yeah, man.
So the women from Georgia,
they
shout out.
It's different, right?
It's different. It's a different mentality.
So this list, you know what I'm saying? Some people, like, I don't know where they.
Yeah.
The problem is these people are dating in pools and people that just come down to Miami for like a couple days.
yeah.
They go to New York for a couple days.
Yeah.
Or they go to Chicago for a couple days.
Yeah.
And they're just out here, you know what I'm saying, tasting the waters everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this is where you don't want to taste, because it's
the pools.
They're demanding at this point.
Exactly.
These women like, no, you just not dating.
You don't have enough big enough sphere.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't have enough big enough atmosphere. My dad used to say that. Stop thinking about this little geolocation that you're at.
You know what I'm saying?
And you have to go outside of that and see other things, because you're making all these comparisons and stereotypes about black women when all black women are not the same. Or especially American black women.
Especially American black women. They're not all the same. Yeah. It's like we get thrown into this it's a lot of propaganda, man. It's a lot of stuff on movies.
Yeah.
Portray
black women, yeah.
And it's crazy that now I'm watching movies, I'm starting to see, I don't even watch the movie so much for the movie's sake no more.
Yeah.
I'm watching the movie for intent.
Yeah.
Like, why did the black woman have to be the one who was the worker in the house?
Yeah.
Why did the black woman have to be the one who was the person who kept up with all the kids?
Yeah.
Why is it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is the black woman put in this light?
Position,
I was watching this movie today with Kevin Hart, and he was a housewife.
What?
Yeah,
he was a housewife.
He was a housewife for Regina
Hall. Okay.
Right.
My favorite actresses.
And the only other black person in the movie is a woman who's a businesswoman.
Oh wow!
Curse.
Yeah.
And is single and has to watch the kids every weekend.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And talks like the guys.
Of course, because she's like the male aspect of it.
It's an international movie now. This goes all over the world, so I watch it for intent.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is what they intend to show black women
yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, yo, and then Regina, God bless Regina Hall, but she's the person doing she has the big job, that pays all the bills,
Yeah.
So she's not. She's the mom that doesn't know anything about the kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are y'all pushing on the rest of the world? What message are y'all pushing on the rest of the world about our black women?
Yeah.
Which is crazy, man.
Yeah.
So we gotta wrap this up, man.
You gotta wrap it up, man.
It's like women raised in the West. Now this is
yeah, this is a whole nother story.
Whole nother story. Come on, quit playing with these lists, man.
Yeah.
Hey, get out here. Y'all heard what we said about the list, man.
Exactly.
Some of the stuff is
ridiculous. So
just stop it.
Yeah. Stop.
Some of it take to heart.
Yeah.
But make sure that y'all check us out again next week.
Come on. Let's go.
When we talk about everything under the sun. But for real, check in with us. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our next podcast here on the
D&D Leveling Up Podcast. And if you don't know, now you know.
That's right. See y'all later.
Deuces.
Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, that's right.